Thank you, Art. New this morning, Bubba's Fund is working to make La Crosse the first city in the country where every state licensed child care center has an AED on site. We are joined this morning by Charlie's parents and a co-founder of Bubba's Fund to tell us more. Thank you all for being here. We're certainly inspired with what you're doing in memory of Charlie. So just tell us a little bit about this milestone.
Yeah, we are thrilled to share that starting tomorrow, we are finally going to be executing one of our first initiatives on equipping state licensed group child care centers here in La Crosse with an AED. And so that was one of our first initiatives of Bubba's Fund, and we're excited that tomorrow that process will actually go from the fundraising stage to now the execution stage.
Okay, super impactful.
So you fundraised $60,000 and you purchased 10 AEDs. Tell me about that. How did that all come together?
Yeah, when our son Charlie died unexpectedly September 16th, 2024, he was just 3 months old, and we wanted to create something that would carry on his legacy and not only honor him and inspire others, but also help children, especially here in La Crosse. And so we have a lot of different ideas for what we want to do with our money, but the very first one we thought was appropriate for these child care centers to have AEDs because Charlie died at a daycare center. And so that's kind of where it all started, was just trying to create something for our son Charlie.
Yeah, a lasting impact. And you brought one with you this morning. I'm surprised really by how small it is. You know, you think of like the bigger ones on the wall, so it really is just something so small that can make such a big impact. Why is it so important? You know, you did touch on that, but why is it so important that our local centers can have access to these?
So we're not the experts. We've never been the experts in AEDs. We partner with an organization called Seven Rivers Cape, and they told us from the get-go, sudden cardiac arrest can happen to anyone, anywhere, anytime. And for us, state licensed child care centers in the state of Wisconsin require all of their employees to be certified in CPR and AED. And that certification means that they probably should have the equipment, but the state doesn't require it. So that's where we bridge that gap.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, so is that what the legislation is going to be about?
Absolutely. State Senator Brad Path and his team helped us draft up and now, keep moving forward piece of legislation that would provide these centers 2/3 the cost from the state government through funding, and the facility would have to then foot the last third of the cost. So making that barrier much less of a problem financially for these facilities. It's not a mandate, but it would give them that support to make the access even easier for them.
Okay, help them overcome some challenges there. And then you've got a couple big events coming up. What should we know about those?
So yeah, January 10th, 2026. January 10th, 2026. Very important day for us. We have a save the date for an event that we're calling Charlie's Youth Fest. And that is going to be where Bubba's Fund comes in partnership with Rising Athletes, an organization that gives access to youth in sports in our community. And that event will essentially take over the UWL Fieldhouse with opportunities for activities, promoting sporting camps and athletic summer camps at that event. So we're really excited about that. Promotion of that's coming very soon.
Okay. And then also a Youth Day game coming up. What should we know about that?
Yeah, so not only this year, we had Bubba's Youth Day last year where all kids got in free, but this year anyone can get in for free. So we want Mitchell Hall to be filled that day against UW Platteville.
Yeah.
And just have a chance for kids to scream and laugh and dance and cheer us on that day. And with our sixth man, Bubba, and Charlie, his nickname was Bubba, and we know a lot of kids were probably called Bubba, and we just wanted it all-inclusive for all youth to be celebrated that day.
Okay, well, that will be a great time. And again, thank you so much for everything you're doing. We appreciate your time as well.
Thank you.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.